Hi, we're WebWide Enterprise. I'm Brittany Fields, the VP of Marketing.
I'm Brad Stiefvater, VP of Finance and Accounting.
I'm Josh Rapley, the VP of Manufacturing.
Elliot Benson, VP of Business Analytics.
Clint Burkhalter, VP of Sales Management.
And we're going to go ahead and get seated so that you can see the presentation while we talk you through it. So these are the executive roles of our company, as we stated earlier. So our mission statement for our company is pioneering information innovation worldwide. This sums up what our company is about because we are a computer company that is constantly being innovative, creating new brands, and we are located worldwide with our last sales office opening. So we will be in every market, and that is our company logo.
This is Clinton here. In quarter one, we opened in Chicago because it had the highest potential demand, and the new products that we decided to go, with, the Pioneer 1 is our Mercedes, and then the Explorer is our Traveler, and then in quarter two, we decided to go into Shanghai, and we did 7 salespeople. Also in Chicago, we did 7 salespeople. In Shanghai, in quarter two, we wanted to be closer to manufacturing, and we also hired 7 salespeople there. The advertising budget, we $173,219 in advertising budget. And then in quarter three, we decided to open Paris because it was the second potential demand. And then we increased by $33,000 at $600,000 and $344. In quarter three, we did very well. 47% of the market share, 0 in workhorse, 65% in Traveler, 56% in Mercedes. The next quarter, we dropped pretty dramatically at 19% market share, 1% in workhorse, 37% in Traveler, 27% in Mercedes. And we had a number of stockouts in the first quarter we did, and we believe the ill will really played a part in quarter four. So we do have a plan in the future to make up for that.
Benson here with the SWOT analysis. Looking internally, we like to pride our strengths on our great compensation and benefits packages for all our employees at all levels. That's something we're willing to increase in the future to maintain competency in the market. We've also prided on having a high fixed capacity and trying to maintain a high fixed capacity compared to our competitors. We also look into our opportunities being expansion through R&D, expansions into new product lines, and expansions into new markets. Externally, we see threats as being late to the workhorse market and system improvements by our competitors. Internal weaknesses, our factory productivity was down compared to last quarter. We believe we've sorted out that issue. We've had unpredictable demand in the past due to quarter two stockouts. We believe we have a hold on our ill will now and are ready to go forward. Looking into our future plans, right off the bat, quarter 5, we're opening in Sao Paulo. We will truly be a global company at this point. Basing off our R&D, we're investing heavily in R&D in the next 3 quarters, starting with quarter 4. We're going to go into ultra high speed and high speed, which will improve both of our Pioneer and our Explorer. And this will be ready for market in quarter 5, where we will roll out a new Pioneer and Explorer, a new version of the Mercedes and the laptop. Quarter 5, we're following up R&D by having an office upgrade, and we're going to follow that up with a quarter 6 rollout of a new Voyager in the workhorse market. Continuing with improvements, we have system improvements starting in quarter 4. We're mainly focusing on working on the local environment for our factory and employee improvements that are going to affect morale and productivity. Specifically in quarter 4, we're working on teamwork to improve productivity. We're adding a fitness center to improve employee morale, and employee investment in the company. We're going to spend about $1.3 million on that quarter 4. Quarter 5, we're going into chemical collection, which is one of our advisors has told us that we need to aid the local environment and not dump so much stuff in the rivers. And we're also going to cross-train employees to continue working on upgrading our factory productivity. This is going to improve efficiency, it's going to improve the local environment, and it's also, we're expecting it to reduce bottlenecks from cross-training on the production line. This is going to run us about $1.4 million. Moving on to quarter 6, continuing with improvements. We are going to protect our employees from harmful chemicals on the line by handing out protective clothing. We are going to give planning time for upper level management to the environment, the production workers. To improve employee morale, we're adding a family clinic and a daycare. This will also include the employee investment in the company. And to help our local communities, we are adding bike trails, and this is going to run us about $500,000. All in total, we're going to spend about $3.3 million on system improvements in the next 3 quarters.
When talking about market demand, like Clint said earlier, in our first 2 quarters, we had a unsteady demand due to ill will, and then the customers weren't ready to jump back into our company to purchase more products. So that's why we had excess capacity in the second quarter of sales. But for the next quarter, we are predicting a little bit of higher demand since we did open a new sales office in Paris, and we also have 21 salespeople now. So we believe that the demand will go up, and we also are producing a new computer. We're going into the workhorse environment, which is a pretty big section. So we hope that we can meet that demand. And then for quarter 5 and 6, we just projected a 20 to 30% increase with our salespeople, as we are opening another another sales office in Sao Paulo, and we are also increasing our workers to 30 and our sales force to 30 and 40 employees in those 2 quarters. And with that being said, we also needed to increase our fixed capacity. We were fine up to quarter 5, but we needed to make a large fixed capacity expansion to increase that size in quarter 6, because we projected our factory workers to be working at productivity level of about 80%. So in order to reach that demand and effective capacity, we needed to increase our fixed capacity by 100 units per day. And we also added a little bit more capacity in quarter 6 because we want our company to continue to grow as the quarters go forward.
In quarter 4, we are going to spend $4,465,982 on research and development, investing in ultra-fast computing power and high-speed networking. In quarter 5, we plan to spend $1,967,570 on research and development of office software upgrades. Quarter 6, we are investing in fail-proof ultra-capacity hard drive with a cost of $1,765,542. Our projected earnings per share at the end of quarter 6 is $98. Using an earnings multiplier of 10, we will have an estimated share value of $980 in quarter 6. We are offering 50,000 shares at $100 per share, which will give the investor a rate of return on the investment of 880%. Thank you for your time. We look forward to you investing in WebWide Enterprise.